Welcome, everyone. My name is Cena, and I'm the Director of Family Programs at MyFaith. We'll be getting started in a couple of minutes. Whether you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope, you can use the comments to say hi and let us know where you're joining us from. One note is that this broadcast is live and public, as are your comments. We love hearing from you and may display your questions and comments during the broadcast, so send them in. Welcome again to those who have just joined us. As we get started, let us know, what does the word kindness mean to you? You can put that in the chat. What does the word kindness mean to you? We'll be getting started in a minute or two. Hi, Desiree and family from California. Hi, Jessica from Memphis. Hi, Sue from St. Charles, Illinois. We're so excited to have you guys all joining. And hi, Jason and Brittany from upstate New York. We're so excited to have you guys joining. And we have somebody from Baltimore joining us. Thank you. And hi from Toronto, Canada, from Kelly. This is great. And hi from New York, from Lily. We're really excited to have you guys joining. And hi from Sanam in New York as well, where the sun is shining. And hello from the California Bay Area, from Sasha. Great to have you. Yes, please do let us know, what does the word kindness mean to you? You can just put it in the chat and we will come to those answers later in our broadcast. So my name is Cena Zuckerberg, and I am the Director of Family Programs at MyFaith. And so excited to have so many of you here. MyFaith is the leading nonprofit dedicated to changing the faces and transforming the lives of children and adults with craniofacial differences. For nearly 70 years, MyFaith has worked with patients and families to advocate for and provide comprehensive team care so critical to their overall well-being. Every day, we work to deliver support, education, and raise public awareness. And now I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our author today, Patricia Simon. But before I do that, I'm super excited to welcome you all and remind you of more Read Aloud and virtual Family Hour performances our amazing partners are bringing to you throughout July and August. You can RSVP to receive invites to the MyFaith Virtual Summer Series at myfaith.org/summer series. As someone who was born with a cleft lip, I am particularly excited to introduce you to today's guest and author, Patricia Simon. Patricia is a nurse, and she'll share a little bit of her own story. She has written 4 books: Smile with Simon, Simon and the Buddy Branch, Simon and Patty Go to Camp, and Simon and the Bully. These children's books resonate with young people, and I put myself there too, with similar craniofacial differences. However, these books send a universal message of being kind to one another, accepting people's differences, extending your hand to others, and to being kind to one another. Her first children's book, Smile with Simon, is about a bird named Simon who's born with a gap in his beak his gap made it difficult for him to eat, smile, and sing. In this story, he meets a young girl named Patty, who relates with Simon because she has a cleft lip. Patricia then wrote a second book, which we're going to hear today, Simon and the Buddy Branch, which further stresses the importance of kindness, love, and acceptance in the lives of children with facial differences. Her aim is to help children born with facial differences understand that it's okay to be different. She wants to remind them that they are all beautiful. So welcome, Patricia. We're really excited to have you here today. I'm
Thank you.
excited. Thank you. Before we get started, can you share with us what inspired you to write this book, Simon and the Buddy Branch? What inspired you to write all your books?
Sure. So I'm a nurse. I've never written a book before, never even thought about writing a book. But I found myself as an adult patient who born with a cleft lip and palate, and I needed medical care. And I was like early 50s, and I could not find any capable surgeons and physicians and dentists out there to take care of the adult patient. And I ended up going to the University of Illinois Chicago Craniofacial Center. And as I walked through the doors, I saw all these moms and babies holding children born with craniofacial issues. And it hit me like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that there were so many children born with craniofacial issues. And I looked around the waiting area and I didn't see any children's books. And I, after that visit, I was driving home, stuck, of course, in Chicago traffic for a few hours. And I started thinking to myself, I wonder if there's any books out there for kids born with craniofacial issues, recent. And so I thought, as I'm driving, I thought about the story that came to me about a bird, a cardinal born with a gap in his beak, named Simon, after me, my last name, and how he meets a little girl named Patty, born with a cleft lip and palate. And so I went to the library and I asked the librarian for what books were out there for kids. And when I looked through them, there were only a few, and a lot of the books were written maybe 20 years ago, and they used words that were inappropriate. And so I thought to myself, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and write a book. And so I wrote Smile with Simon. I knew nothing about writing, but I wrote the book based on my experiences, my feelings, and people that were in my community, basically. And so I wrote Smile with Simon, and I was just about ready to publish it when I had my girlfriends from grade school over. And my girlfriend, Karen Walsh Miller, told me the story about her son, Nicholas, who was born with autism. And she told me the story of how her son had a birthday, and they sent out invitations, and the parents said that their kids would come. And when it came time for Nicholas's birthday, nobody showed up. They kept looking at the door. There were balloons. They were waiting. And as she told me the story, I just got so upset to think, how could that happen? And so I wanted to write a book based on Nicholas and about how cruel, not only on so many different levels. And so that's how I wrote Simon and the Buddy Branch. And I incorporated the following characters in the book, which I'll be reading in just a minute. But this is Patty, me, born with a cleft lip. And again, this is Simon, a little bird, Cardinal, born with a cleft, with a gap in his beak. And then there is Simon's sister, Susie. You can see the butterflies. And again, these are all people that are so important in my life. This is Pixie. You can see she loves her jewelry. Coco, who is the teacher. You've got Fallon with her flip-flops. And you've got Mark and Pete right here. And you've got my brother Joe, or well, Simon's brother, Jose. And then you've got Buddy, the blue cardinal, the blue bluebird. So those are the characters in the book.
That's great. I think now we can, we've been getting comments about what kindness means to people, and I'll just share one before you get started.
Okay.
And that is that kindness is more than just being nice. It can become a chain reaction that starts with one nice gesture and can grow by others paying it forward. And that's from Lily. So we've gotten some others too. But I think before we get in any further, why don't you, I'd love to hear your story of Simon and the Buddy Branch.
Sure.
Thank you.
Again, here's Simon and the Buddy Branch. You can see it's all very colorful. And so let me go ahead and read the story. So I dedicated this book. Actually, it should be dedicated to Nicholas because he was really the inspiration behind this. But what I wrote was, we all have the name Buddy. Extend your hand to others and be kind. We are different. We are beautiful. Your badge of courage makes you strong. And before I read the story, I wanted to read to you the foreword. Dr. Mims Cohen has written the foreword for all my 4 books. And as I said, the reason why I started writing these books was going through the clinic at the University of Illinois and just being exposed to just a wonderful team of healthcare professionals helping children and adults with craniofacial issues. And so Dr. Cohen wrote, writing a book addressed to very young children requires special skills and talent. Writing a children's book for children born with facial differences based on personal experience requires not only skills and talent, but also courage. Patricia Simon was able to write 2 colorful books, Smile with Simon and Simon and the Buddy Branch, in an effort to educate children, parents, and educators dealing with children born with facial differences. The message is simple, but also very powerful. Be tolerant and embrace children born with facial differences. Be supportive because they are wonderful human beings and deserve warm acceptance, not exclusion. There is a message for the children born with facial differences as well. Be brave. You are great kids, and with the support of your doctors, family, and community, you will have a successful future. I spent my entire career treating patients born with facial differences, and I want to congratulate Patricia Simon for this beautiful initiative. As a patient of mine said once, it does not matter how you look outside, but how you feel inside. This patient, Natalie, is about to graduate from college and enter the workforce with a big smile. Thank you, Patricia. And so here is the story of Simon and the Buddy Branch. Meet Simon, the Cardinal. Simon's nickname is Smiling Simon because he loves to smile. When Simon was small, he hatched from his shell with a gap in his beak. The gap made it hard for Simon to eat or smile. Luckily, Simon met some friends who helped him get his beak repaired. This made Simon so happy that his feathers turned a bright, joyful red, and he has been smiling ever since. One day, while taking a rest in an oak tree, Simon noticed a little blue jay sitting alone on a branch. He was rocking back and forth, flapping his wings. At first, Simon thought the bird was hungry. He grabbed a seed and flew over to him. "Hello," Simon chirped in a friendly voice. "My name is Simon. Would you like something to eat?" The little blue jay, didn't seem to notice Simon or the seed. He just looked to the ground, flapped his wings, and rocked back and forth. Simon thought long and hard before asking, "What's your name?" For many seconds, the little blue jay said nothing. And then he whispered, "Buddy." "Nice to meet you, Buddy," Simon smiled. "How are you today?" Simon waited patiently for the blue jay to answer. Finally, Buddy chirped, "Bad day, bad day, bad day." "Oh no," Simon said. "What happened?" Buddy rocked and flapped his wings for a long time. "No one came to my birthday party," he sadly peeped. "But birds love birthday parties," Simon said. "I was so excited," Buddy chirped. "My parents sent tweets and decorated our nest." "That's wonderful," said Simon. "Why didn't the birds come?" Buddy rocked and flapped his wings. "Because I'm different." Hearing Buddy's words made Simon sad. It's okay to be different. I'm different too. "But you have bright red wings and a wonderful smile," Buddy said. "True," said Simon, "but my beak is different. See?" He leaned close to Buddy so that he could see his stitches on his beak. "We may not be the same, but if we were, it'd be a shame." Buddy sighed and looked at the ground. "Hey, I have an idea," Simon said. "Let's visit my friend Patty. She's different too. Come on, let's fly." Simon and Buddy flew to where Patty was reading a book under her favorite redbud tree. Simon chirped, "Hello, Patty." "Hi, Simon." Patty looked up and saw Buddy. Hi, Simon. Patty looked up and Buddy noticed the small scar above her lip. Patty said, "Who's your friend?" "This is my new friend, Buddy," Simon replied. "Buddy, this is Patty." Patty could see Simon's new friend was different. She sat very still and waited for Buddy to relax. "Would you like to hear the story of how I met Simon?" Patty asked. After many minutes of flapping his wings and rocking back and forth, Buddy finally peeped, "Yes, please." While Patty told Simon's story, the cardinal flew from tree to tree, inviting all the birds he knew to come to a birthday party for Buddy. "Come on, Jose, Coco, come on, everyone," Simon called. "Come help sing happy birthday to my new friend, Buddy." It wasn't long before all of Simon's friends began landing on the branches around Buddy. From Jose the wise crow to Coco the storytelling robin. Oh, look, Patty smiled and clapped her hands. Simon invited his friends to meet you. When all the birds had arrived, Simon called for quiet and then said, let's sing happy birthday to my new friend, Buddy. The sound of the birds singing made Buddy so happy that his dull blue feathers began to turn bright blue, and he forgot all about being different. When they were done singing, he flapped his stunning blue wings and chirped, thank you, again and again. I have an idea, said Simon. Let's call this branch the Buddy Branch. What's a Buddy Branch? Asked Buddy. It's a branch. A buddy is a friend like you, Simon explained. The Buddy Branch will be a special place for birds to meet and make friends. If you are ever feeling alone, just sit on this branch. Another bird will see you and join you. Lean on him or her in times of need. Friends help lift you up. What do you think? Good idea, the birds agreed, tweeting their approval. Let's decorate the branch to make it look special, Patty said. All the birds liked this idea and flew off to find decorations. Soon there were feathers, leaves, bits of string, and even some pretty colored pebbles that Patty had gathered. In no time at all, the Buddy Branch looked very special. I don't mind being different now, Buddy chirped as he looked at his new friends sitting on the branch they named after him. Buddy sang, I am different, I am beautiful. The other birds joined in singing, we are different, we are beautiful. And that's how Buddy made more friends than he could count and learned. It was okay to be different after all. And then at the very end, I put some of Simon's favorite foundations that support craniofacial issues and just a little bit about myself. So that is Simon and the Buddy Branch.
Thank you so much. I so enjoyed that, and I know others did too. It's really a great story, and I couldn't help but think when I was listening to it how I wish there was a story like that when I was growing up that I could have shared with my classmates about my difference. And so I'm so glad that there are so many children's books and resources out there now for kids who might be struggling with some of these things in school and in their life. So thank you for such a beautiful story. And I really connected with the characters in the book.
Thank you.
So everybody, please, if you would like, please submit your questions in the chat. What did you love most about the book? And we will try to share them all. So please do. Thank you. And while we're waiting for some comments and questions, I wanted to ask, what are the 3 things or takeaways that you think everyone should remember from your book?
I would like them to remember to put yourself in other people's shoes and to extend your hand to others, to just, don't think all about me. Think about the other person and what can you do to help that person, because you know what? It comes back 20-fold to yourself. And the other thing is to accept people's differences, that we all are different. We all are different. And you just need to accept that, be kind to people, and you've got one life to live. Let's be kind to one another.
Yeah, one word that I love is upstander, that I think is so easy for all of us to be a bystander. You see something happening to somebody else, or you witness something, but to be an upstander, to really go out on a limb even sometimes, just to be there for somebody else. And you may not be the popular one necessarily for doing it, but I promise you'll feel a whole lot better.
Exactly.
Go and be a friend with somebody. And it can be as simple as seeing someone sitting alone in the lunchroom and you go sit with them, or saying, "Can I play with you?" And if you ask somebody, you'll find out that we're not only different, but we have a lot of things in common too. And I think that's such a great thing. I wanted to ask, what would you tell a child who is being picked on, or what would you have liked somebody to do for you if you were being picked on? And then on the flip side, what would you say to the bully if you had the opportunity to say something to them?
I think it really comes with being confident about yourself and feeling good about yourself. I think it's important for, when you get stared at or looked at, is to just keep your head up high and look at them in the face and just smile.
Yeah.
And I think that probably takes the bully back a little bit. Wow, that's not the response I got.
Right.
And so I would say that, and I would also say that it's not just children that can be bullies. It's adults, and children learn from their parents and adults of how to be treated. And so if we can start to change the message at a very young age that we are all different, and if you do see someone with a difference, that you just go up and say hi, just a simple hello, and open the door, because like you said, Dina, there's so much to learn about other people. And it just makes your life much more enriched by knowing people of all different cultures and ages and whatnot.
No two people are the same, right?
You wouldn't want it that way either.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's such a great thing to learn about different people. And again, and then in the differences, you'll discover that you actually have some things that you're very much alike on. You may like the same things, or the same activities, or the same books, or the same movies. Absolutely. I wanted to ask you, so someone's writing, I love the story. Jason and Brittany are asking, how do you explain to someone when they told their child to stay away from another child because they look different? I struggle to explain it without using medical terminology.
How do you explain to someone when they told their child
to stay away because they look different? And they said, let me give a little more color. I heard the story when I was a child where I was playing with another child, and because I looked different, the mother didn't want me playing with their child. I mean, it sounds terrible, right? I mean, this was a long time ago. So I guess she's asking, what would you say to someone who said they don't want you playing with their child because you look different?
You know what? It's a teachable moment, and you can't get that back. And if you have a moment like that, it's up to you, I feel, to say to the parent, hey, bring your child over, say hello to Nicholas. Because you don't want to regret that moment, because you can't get it back. So if you can stand up for someone, or to change how someone's negative impact affects someone, and you have that moment, take it. Because it's just that one moment, and that moment can change other people's thoughts. Otherwise, it just keeps perpetuating itself.
Yeah. And I do think kids, especially young kids, are just sometimes really curious. They want to understand something, or they want to.
Yeah.
And we as parents and as adults should be encouraging that and not discouraging that. And it's okay if your child says, "What happened to you?" And it may not be the most appropriate time sometimes, and it may not be. But if it is, I think it's okay. And most
Definitely.
people are willing to answer that question because they want you to understand why they look different or why they are different.
Yeah, definitely.
I think. For those that have some of the kids that are on here, I want to ask, I heard you have a new puppy.
I do.
What's his name and why he's such a special dog?
It might be just a minute because we kind of put him aside. I didn't want to this recording. His name is Leo, and he was born with a cleft lip and palate. We got him when he was 9 weeks old. He weighed 2 pounds, 8 ounces. And he now weighs over 10 pounds. He's thriving. We fed him every 2 hours, watched him grow. He'll be big and strong. And we love dogs. We've rescued a few dogs now. And I have a feeling that there may be one more book left in me that will be about how Simon and Patty find Leo and teach Leo that it's okay to be different. And so the little guy's coming in right now. Let me just show you. He's just an adorable little guy. He's a French bully. And hi.
Hi.
This is Leo.
Hi, Leo.
Look at that cute face. He's a good boy.
Someone said they love Frenchies. They love dogs. So cute.
We've had Cocker Spaniels and Labradors, but never a French Bulldog. So
sweet. So I want people to let us know if you have any questions, and again, what does kindness mean to you, and how maybe have you made a positive difference in someone's life? And I'd like to ask you, Patricia, what have you done recently to help make a positive difference for somebody?
I think recently I was just, I'm on Facebook. And so there's a lot of different support groups out there where people are expressing how they're feeling. Is it okay to feel this way? Or this is what's going on. And my comments are very uplifting. You can get through this. You're doing great. You're beautiful. And so I think we can practice kindness in so many different levels. And so that's just something I just did. Tomorrow, we don't have a children's playground where we live. And so we're looking at building a children's playground. And tomorrow I'm going to join the group about building a buddy bench that has books like Simon, Smile with Simon and Simon and the Bully, all of those that just practice kindness. So that, again, if you're sitting there and you see someone sitting there by themselves, that you just sit down and say, hi, how are you? What's your name? It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I love that. It's such a great idea. I actually, when I was doing some school visits last year, speaking about my own story about growing up with a facial difference, and some of the schools I went to in the last couple of years had buddy benches. I just love that idea. Again, because it's such an easy way for people to get to know each other and sit and talk, and I think it's such a great idea. I wish so many of these things existed when I was growing up, but I'm so happy to know that they exist now. That makes me really happy.
That's the other thing I really want to get out there. So I'm 59, and when I was born, I have very little pictures of myself as a newborn because I'm either on my side, because being born with a gap, right, was like, uh-oh. And we have come so far in the team approach, I think, for the craniofacial community, that it's not just a plastic surgeon, that it's not just dentistry or hearing, it's speech, it's a team effort, and that everyone works together. And that is something that I didn't have growing up, was that whole team experience and the support of others.
Yeah, I think I always say that it's the shared story is that connects us, and it's so important to get our stories out there. I think for anybody, to whatever difference they may have. So thank you, and thank you for sharing your sweet dog Leo with us. So cute. You may have to get one.
I don't know. He keeps you up at night quite a bit. So
I go out with dogs. So if anybody has any last minute comments or questions, we'll take them. I do want to say that someone said earlier, for kindness means actively choosing opportunities where you can help someone mentally, physically, and emotionally. And I think that's what sums up your book so well, and your messages about just being kind, standing up for somebody, making a difference in that person's life as an adult or a child. So I think that is all. And someone says, thank you for sharing your story, and I wholeheartedly agree. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
I'm more than happy to.
Yeah, and I do want to say that books can be purchased directly through your website, smilewithsimon.org, starting August 3rd, 2020.
Yes.
And so currently, Smile with Simon, Simon and Buddy branch can be purchased through Lulu Publishing and Amazon. And then Simon and Patty Go to Camp and the Bully, Simon and the Bully,
Yeah.
releases, and they'll be available August 3rd.
Yeah, these are brand new.
Great. I'm excited to read those now.
Books.
Yeah. And all your books will be sold on your website, can be purchased. And they'll be at a little bit of a lower price, right? So the price of each book will change from $14.99 to $10.99. So people can go there to purchase your book. And so really thank you. And I want to say that we hope to see you all at our next event this Thursday with the New York City Kids Project. Don't forget to RSVP at myface.org/summer series to get email reminders about all of the summer's exciting events. And I do want to say that I'm particularly excited about Thursday as well, because we will have New York City Kids Project with the different special guest appearances by different people, and that I think encompass that you'll want to see and be a part of. So please join us for that. And thank you so much, Patricia, for joining us today. And
can I just say one thing? One last thing?
Absolutely.
Thank you to My Face, and to you especially, a huge inspiration. And I hope you realize how many people you are affecting in a positive way by having this virtual reading of the books, and your website to get that message out, that there's so many different tools out there for people, that we are a community and we're here to help and to be kind, and spreading that message. And I've just learned so much from you. And I just really appreciate that you're allowing me to read my story. Thank
you. It means so much to me. Thank you. And I think that is all. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you to the kids that joined us today. And be sure to register to be invited to our weekly read-alongs with authors and other family-friendly performances and invite-only workshops that we have through the months of July and August. And we will have another virtual Read Aloud and Q&A next Tuesday. So join us then as well. Have a good night, everybody, and enjoy whatever you're about to do. Thank you.
Little buddy.